I'm Mr. Beast, and you're probably watching this on your phone right now, probably on YouTube. But how did this all even get started? In 2004, when I was 6 years old, a guy named Jawed Karim couldn't find two videos online: Janet Jackson's Super Bowl wardrobe malfunction, and also footage of a recent tsunami. Honestly, my mom wouldn't have let me watch either. Two of the biggest news stories in the world, nowhere to be found online. His friends Chad Hurley and Steve Chen had a similar frustration. They couldn't share videos online they recorded during a dinner party. But all three of them had just made good money at PayPal, and they kept landing on the same idea. Video sharing shouldn't be this hard. Fast forward to Valentine's Day 2004 in Hurley's garage. They needed a name, tube meant TV, so why not make it more personal? YouTube. They bought the domain that night. Funny enough, Kareem's original pitch was actually to make it a dating site, kind of hot or not style, but clearly that didn't pan out.
Pan out? What are you doing?
I'm making a history video about YouTube.
But this is my channel. I'm Mr. Beat. You're Mr. Beast, remember?
Yeah, but the difference is only an S. Like, are we gonna act like that's the big deal?
I appreciate that, mister. But I'm the American history guy. I can handle it. Besides, what do you know about YouTube? How are you even qualified?
You know, I might have more subscribers than anyone else in the world.
Yeah, I heard about that. Okay, how about this? How about I'll let you hang around to chime in every now and then, but otherwise, you're just gonna have to let the teacher teach, all right?
I was just trying to make this more exciting.
Oh, you're helping all right.
Okay, so where were we? Hot or not? Yes, Kareem, Hurley, and Chen originally meant for YouTube.com to be a dating site. However, after bought Flickr, a site that lets folks upload and share photos, for apparently $25 million, the three decided that YouTube should basically be more like Flickr. In other words, YouTube would become a place where anyone could share personal videos. April 23rd, 2005. That's the day Kareem uploaded this, the very first video uploaded to YouTube.
Really long fronts, and that's cool.
That video's still up today, by the way. It currently has 385,688,248 views. Oh wait, hold on. Refreshing. It currently has 385,688,530 views. Refreshing it again. Now it has 385,688,890 views.
Please stop that.
Sorry. By that time, Kareem, Hurley, and Chen had enough money from investors to launch a beta version of the site, which means YouTube would be public, but they'd still be making lots of changes to it in order to make it better.
After they opened up YouTube to the public in May, they had a problem. Just a tiny one. People weren't uploading videos to the site. Well, that actually seems like a pretty big problem, since without people uploading their videos, there wouldn't be stuff for people to watch. Oops.
But that began to change when they did two things. Number one, they allowed users to easily comment underneath and share videos, especially on other quickly growing social media sites like MySpace and the Facebook. Number two, they let users post pirated clips from TV and movies.
Well, that seemed to work. By September, YouTube was getting 100,000 views a day. Wow.
I get 100,000 views a minute.
Brag about it.
Kinda just did.
This, a Nike ad uploaded by some random person, was the first YouTube video to break 1 million views. By the time the site went fully public on December 15th, 2005, YouTube was getting 8 million views a day.
But not everyone appreciated the fact that YouTube let users post pirated clips from TV and movies You know, like the people who made lots of money from TV and movies.
In February 2006, after this Saturday Night Live video went viral on the site, NBC asked YouTube to take it down for real. But flash forward to just a few months later, and NBC was like, we're good, and paid YouTube to promote some of its shows.
On May 18th, 2006, I decided to post my first ever video on YouTube.
There it is. It's a clip of my band, Electric Needle Room, performing a song at a local show. The video is still up, by the way. It currently has 1,697 views. Oh, wait, let me refresh that. Oh, okay, looks like it still just has 1,697 views. Let me refresh the page again, just for good measure. Dang it still has 1,697 views. Okay.
Please stop that.
Well, that's depressing. Of course, back then, internet speeds were quite slower than they are now. So even low-res videos like this one took forever to upload. I vividly remember beginning the upload before I went to bed, and then waking up the next morning to find the video still uploading.
How old were you in May 2006?
I was 8 years old.
Around the time of Mr. Beast's 8th birthday,
YouTube had adopted the slogan, "Broadcast yourself," and was growing way faster than any other video platform online. In July 2006, users were uploading around 65,000 new videos every day, and the site was getting around 100 million video views a day.
For comparison, we now have multiple channels that do over 100 million views a day now.
brag about it.
And due to this success, a little company called Google had its eyes on YouTube. It had tried its own video sharing platform, Google Video, but honestly, it was kind of lame.
What do you do when you're lame, but others are awesome? You buy the awesome, so it's yours. Or buy the others who are awesome, so that you can be awesome.
On October 9th, 2006, Google announced it had bought YouTube for $1.65 billion in stock. At the time, YouTube had only around 65 employees. As it turns out, YouTube was one of the best investments Google ever made, in part due to Google's infrastructure and money it needed to scale up. The site continued to dramatically grow.
2007 was indeed a huge year for YouTube.
In May, the site started its partner program to let people get paid for the videos they posted. Basically, the uploader of the video got to share the revenue produced by advertising on the site.
And it was way more generous than any other site.
Even to this day, YouTube usually takes 45% of the advertising revenue from videos in the partner program, with 55% going directly to the uploader.
I know that to this day, I still make most of my money from YouTube ad revenue. What about you?
Back in 2007, though, only a select few creators could make ad revenue from their stuff. Still, within months, some of these creators were already making six-figure incomes from YouTube alone. This 56-second viral video
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch, Charlie!
first posted on YouTube in May 2007, eventually went on to earn hundreds of thousands of dollars thanks to this program. I should add that YouTube also began to identify copyrighted content to make sure the actual rights holders got the ad revenue, not the pirates. YouTube made such a splash in 2007 that even presidential candidates were announcing their campaigns via the platform. One of those candidates, a U.S. Senator from Illinois named Barack Obama, took advantage of the platform for his campaign quite well.
And one last thing about 2007.
During that 1 year alone, YouTube consumed as much bandwidth as the entire internet did in the year 2000. Holy wow. By 2008, vlogs were all the rage.
What is a vlog, you may be asking? Well, it's like a blog, but in video format. What is a blog, you may be asking?
Oh, well, short for weblog. Blogs are just websites in which people regularly post stuff from, often in a diary-style format.
What is a diary, you may be asking?
Please stop that.
Okay, moving on. So what were the YouTubers that you remember watching as a kid?
So Woody's Gamertag, who's a Call of Duty YouTuber, and then Ray William Johnson from Equals 3.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Despite the popularity of vlogs, over the next 2 years, YouTube was still primarily known as a place where viral videos did well, but not so much regular programming. You know, cats and wild moments caught on video type of stuff.
It's a double rainbow all the way. Whoa, that's so intense.
But that changed when giant media companies began partnering with YouTube. Not only that, this is when YouTube added live events and better playback features. By the end of 2008, the site had begun experimenting with HD video. By the end of 2009, you could upload full 1080p HD videos, baby.
Do you remember when you couldn't post a video longer than 10 minutes?
I've always been able to post videos longer than 10 minutes.
Ah, fascinating.
I think you're just old.
In July 2010, John and Hank Green, famous on YouTube for their Vlogbrothers channel in which they sent weekly vlogs to each other for the whole world to see, held the first VidCon, a convention for video influencers. Over the following years, it'd go on to become one of the biggest gatherings of creators, fans, and brands in the world. Yeah, we've been a few times. By the way, John and Hank are still sending each other weekly vlogs. It's like the world's longest conversation. On July 29th, 2010, YouTube officially increased the upload video length limit from 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Eventually, YouTubers, as they were now called, could unlock way longer video lengths through verified accounts.
As a matter of fact, verified accounts now can post videos up to 12 hours long. What's the longest video you ever uploaded to YouTube?
I counted to 100,000, which took 40 hours.
Ah, so they raised it and they must have lowered it again after that.
Fun fact, I spent 2 weeks trying to upload the video over 100 times. Then I realized there's a 24-hour limit, trended down to 23 hours and 59 minutes, and it went through.
That's why parts of it are sped up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember watching that whole thing and Mrs. Beat came in and she's like, "What are you watching?" Do you remember that actually?
Also by 2010, a company called Vivo was providing music videos to YouTube. Music videos quickly became the most popular on the platform since, I don't know, I guess music is a big deal or something. Since this time, every video that has become the most watched on YouTube has been some sort of music video. Today, the most watched YouTube video of all time is, unfortunately, the Baby Shark dance, which is quickly approaching 17 billion views. Ugh, that's disgusting. By 2011, algorithms had started to become more sophisticated at influencing recommendations and subscriber behavior.
It was in January of that year, 2011, that I decided I was going to start a new channel where I posted my educational videos. Videos that I had previously only shown to my students in the classroom when I taught American history.
This might surprise you to hear, but there weren't many educational channels on the platform at the time. Heck, Crash Course didn't even exist yet, and Vsauce was still making video game videos. Heck, in 2011, there also weren't many news and politics videos, beauty and fashion videos, reaction content, or even kids content. However, over the next 5 years, YouTube became a platform for careers, not just viral hits. Channels like PewDiePie and Smosh began to accumulate millions of subscribers. YouTube developed its own culture. Video creators began to take sponsorships, sell merchandise, and do live events. Multi-channel networks, or MCNs, became a thing to organize bigger operations. YouTube expanded globally with localized sites and languages. As smartphones became more common, more and more folks began to exclusively watch videos on their phones.
I don't think we appreciate today how wild of a change that truly was, to be able to watch a video on your phone. Crazy town.
For years, most people watched YouTube videos on their phone.
When did you start your channel and what type of videos did you make?
When I was 13, and they were really bad Minecraft videos.
By 2015, YouTube had become the main platform for music, news, and pop culture. That's also when YouTube Red debuted, now called YouTube Premium, in which viewers can pay a fee to access ad-free content and original programming. 2015 was when I started my Presidential Elections in American History series, by the way.
When would you say was the golden age of YouTube?
When I was a little kid and I watched like a White Boy 7 Streak, Woody's Gamertag, X-Jaws make Call of Duty videos, nothing will ever beat that. It was so much fun.
In 2017, YouTube introduced Super Chats, in which viewers can buy a chat message so that it stands out among the pack during live streams. Within a year, YouTube would introduce channel memberships, a way for dedicated subscribers to get extra perks for their loyalty to one channel.
But it was around this time that YouTube began to go through some growing pains.
Because, for the most part, just about anyone could post anything on there. Some controversial stuff got posted, and advertisers got pretty darn worried when their ads got played in front of videos that, I don't know, glorified violence and promoted extremist groups and stuff. The quote, YouTube adpocalypse described a trend that began in 2017 in which many advertisers boycotted and withdrew their ads from the platform, resulting in a bunch of negative traditional media coverage. In response, YouTube dramatically cracked down on offensive content and made it much more difficult to monetize controversial videos. It also strengthened its YouTube Kids app to filter out stuff seen as, quote, inappropriate for kids.
That same year, TikTok launched. And I'm not talking about the Kesha song.
No one was thinking that, you monster.
Unlike YouTube, TikTok was built for the phone. It featured vertical videos, extremely short vertical videos. In fact, the max length for early TikTok videos was just 15 seconds, and for the longest time, the max length for them was just 60 seconds. Well, by 2019, TikTok had become huge, especially with the young folks. And so I started a TikTok account. There's my first TikTok video I ever posted on December 14th, 2019. Yeah, I think I was trying to impersonate Napoleon for some reason. And YouTube responded by introducing shorts. No, not those kind of shorts. Yes, those kind of shorts, which it first rolled out in 2020.
Do you remember the first vertical video you ever uploaded?
No,
Really?
probably wasn't special.
Come to think of it, I don't think I do either.
I don't think anyone does.
Right?
Okay, I did look it up. The first short I released was on July 30th, 2021, and about embargoes and sanctions for some reason. Man, I'm a dork. It looked really weird since I stretched my body to fit the horizontally shot video how I wanted it to vertically. What the heck? A random black bar at the top of the video? Man, I struggled. Shorts quickly became huge. By early 2023, they had reached tens of billions of daily views. That's billions with a B. By 2024, they had become the platform's most dominant growth engine and the best way for new channels to quickly find an audience. Indeed, Shorts, which now have a max length of 3 minutes, completely rewired YouTube's discovery algorithms, production cadence, and even economic incentives.
It also seemed to shorten our attention spans.
The COVID-19 pandemic saw YouTube continue to dramatically grow, especially since so many folks were stuck at home. In fact, my channel did so well during the pandemic that in 2021, I left teaching in the classroom to join the hundreds of thousands of people around the world who already consider themselves full-time YouTubers.
So when did you decide you wanted to become a full-time YouTuber?
I've never really worked a job. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, you're doing it anyway and you just kind of never stopped.
Yeah, and then I just was like, oh, I make enough money.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I actually make more money than I do teaching, so I guess I'll just do the YouTube videos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Teach more people.
Yeah, exactly.
Despite the popularity of shorts, YouTubers were now making more epic long-form content than ever before. We're talking really high production values, which now compete with the big-budget Hollywood studio films.
Oh, you want an example?
On November 24th, 2021, Mr. Beast,
The guy who keeps trying to take over this video,
released a video called $456,000 Squid Game in Real Life, a video based on the hugely popular South Korean Netflix show Squid Game. The video took $3.5 million to produce, and its recreated sets were visually stunning. Mr. Beast's ambition, I'd say, paid off, as the video got 100 million views in less than 3 days and currently has around 914 million views. In recent years, YouTube has rolled out new features like automatic language dubbing, shopping timestamps, video chapters, premieres, and AI filters, which has been interesting. Last year, YouTube made more than $36 billion in ad revenue alone. Today, YouTube is the second most visited website in the world. The only site that tops it, Google search. YouTube is now mostly on the big Black Mirrors, not the small ones. Yep, more people watch YouTube on TV today than any other device. One could argue that YouTube is bigger than every cable and broadcast network combined. Today, there are literally tens of millions of YouTube channels.
based on my estimates, I believe there are at least 2 million people around the world today that do what we do. YouTube full time.
I argue it now has created more millionaires under 30 than Hollywood or the TV, film, or music industries ever did. YouTube has turned hobbies into careers. It has democratized and decentralized media production, distribution, and fame. The term, quote, influencer only became a thing due to YouTube. It's changed how we learn and how we interact with each other. It changed advertising and commerce. It's transformed politics, culture. It's now the dominant discovery platform, from music to food to clothing to everything in between. Simply put, YouTube has continued to keep the spirit of innovation and creation more alive, arguably more than any other place today, digital or physical.
Which brings us to today. And who better exemplifies YouTube's impact and influence than the most impactful and influential YouTuber of all time? One who has dramatically changed the world through their philanthropy and cultural influence. I'm talking about Scottman, of course. Scottman895 Travel. Oh, and Mr. Beast.
I can't believe all this started with a wardrobe malfunction.
History is weird, man.
You can say that again. Well, I get that many views a minute.
Brag about it.
I just keep walking off every time.
I'm putting the biggest YouTuber in the world to shame. Thanks for staying curious. Up here in this corner is a video I made making the argument that all the best art today can be found on YouTube.
Up here is
Portal to take you to Mr. Beast's channel. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He needs all the help he can get. Rumor has it, if you subscribe, you
Get a cookie.
Speaking of which, where's my cookie?